Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and I hand selected a few women here that are in Japanese Joshi wrestling around the world, also WWE stuff like that. And I just wanted to put some like weird prediction type video together slash guide for me for the rest of the year. I don't know. I just thought of this randomly and was thinking this would be kind of cool to look back at in a couple months and see where it's at and if things have changed. So we're going to kind of see where we're going to go from there. So let's go right off the bat. We have Kakoe, I think is how you say her name. She's a WHC champion right now. I think she's currently just got injured at the last Marigold event. I believe, hopefully, it's not too bad. I'm going to put her at the moment. Her future is unclear because obviously it is right now with her being possibly injured. Then we got Amy or Emmy. She's injured at the moment too, so I really want to see what she does when she comes back. So I thought she should be included on this list as being a guide for the future. Then we got Acham. I've seen a few of her matches. I really, really want to see more. I'm gonna put her in here now. I think she's part of the Ice Ribbon promotion. Is her main promotion? Could be wrong about that. I kind of want to see what the future holds, and I want to see her maybe slightly be in that change promotions thing at the end if Ice Ribbon is the way a lot of people say it is. It sounds like it's kind of one of those things that there's ever changing backroom stuff and things are always kind of up in the air there. So that's not really some place that you want to be in the foreseeable future if there's other opportunities that you're missing out on around the world. So hopefully that's not the case, at least on this. So we'll see. Ashka, again, please come back from being injured. I want to see what the year unfolds when that happens. So I guess we'll see. Next up is AZM. I think she should be a champion at some point this year. Don't know what champion that will be. Will she get another shot at Mayu's championship? Will she have the opportunity to do some other things in the promotion? I don't really know, so I'm excited, but I do believe that there should be a belt that graces her waist at some point this year. Chi Chi, she is kind of like, I guess, like maybe like a, I wouldn't say developmental talent, but like she's definitely, she was starting out. She was on the last Stardom event. She's been kind of like, I've seen her in a couple matches. She's just a solid person to put around there. I really think I want to see more of her. I also probably want to see her in one of the legitimate, like, big, bigger promotions. I think having her had more time and more screen time, I think will be a good thing. So we'll put that there. Then we have Goto, who just kind of has some really solid matches. She has a really good look to her too. I really like seeing her out there do her thing. She has a solid move set. Everything just is, screams a good wrestler. Obviously, she just had that match with Koi for the championship, but was unable to do anything because obviously the injury definitely affected that whole match very, very poorly. So that happens. I do not know where to put her though on this thing. I could definitely see her being outside of Marigold might help her, but I'm gonna put her in the future unclear. I do like these two as a tag team a lot. They were my favorite tag team in Marigold, and then they had the breakup, which is fine because it works out for the story that they were just recently telling. So hopefully they can get back to it if the injury isn't that bad. Then we got Julia, next WWE person up here. She should definitely be a future champion. She's got to be the NXT champion at the one point this year. I do not see how in a world that does not happen unless, injury or something, but hopefully not. So we're going to have to go with that. Then we got Noah here. Again, somebody that I need to watch some more matches of. So I want to see more of her and want to see where she's going to go from there. Then we got a Karashita. She should be champion at some point. Honestly, if you were looking at people, which they've already ran it this last year, so I doubt it's coming back up again. She's one of the few people that you could have actually put in the case of her taking out the ROH champion Athena, but obviously they didn't pull the trigger, and I don't think they were planning on pulling the trigger there at all. And they have had AEW championship matches. She held the title for a little bit. I don't think that was this year. Maybe it was last year. I can't remember exactly. Just kind of a placeholder It might have even been last year or like 2 years ago because it's been a while. But she's a solid wrestler, so I'm gonna go with she needs a change of promotion. I think going back to Japan probably would be the most ideal for her because I think she would be highly valued in companies like Stardom or Marigold. I think it's just AEW doesn't know what to do with her. Like they don't know what to do with half their women's division, and it is by far the worst promotion for women's wrestling. I just and it's sad because they have some of the best in the whole entire business. So I die on that hill if I have to. Super Mazal or Hyper Mazal? Wow, wow. Now I'm completely confused on the name. I have the name here, right? Yeah, Hyper Mazal. Um, I don't. She's like kind of a half comedy act, half that. So I don't think she's one of those things that like you know needs to have like a belt on her. I think she's just a solid act, and I want to see more of her. So make sure she keeps getting matches, but doesn't necessarily um, need a title, I guess. Um, Io Sky, just absolutely love Io Sky. Io Sky is one of those weird ones. I honestly think that she fits in a lot of these. I would love for her to be in a title contention and put her in that future champion thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see it happening. I do see her probably getting title matches this upcoming year, but I don't see her being a future champion unless it's like the IC title or the US title. If they need somebody to overly carry that, like somebody who's overly talented on a lesser title. That's the only reason why Io Sky should be around that. So I'm not gonna put her in the future champion. Obviously, we need to see her more, so she should definitely be in that. But I don't want to put her there. Future Unclear probably is her best category because of that. But obviously, change of promotion also could work really well. Obviously, I don't want her to leave WWE. She makes big money there, and she does a really good job. But sometimes that you can be valued at a higher position somewhere else, it's sometimes better to take. But for right now, I say future unclear because we don't know what she's going to be doing. Kairi Sane is kind of in the similar boat. I feel like when damage control is up and running, especially the Kabuki Warriors, she is she's very well used in a lot of the sense. But the problem is, if that's not there, then what do we do then? And I think that's kind of where she's stuck right now. They kind of wrote her off with an injury unless she actually had an injury, which I don't think she did. But either way, kind of sucks. I'm gonna put her in the future as unclear. She would be somebody I would love to see in a different promotion too, if they were gonna value her as a top star like she deserves. Especially when you have like your age is getting up there, you kind of sometimes got to pull the trigger and getting yourself out there somewhere else. Next up is Konami. I think she's currently injured. I'll put her in there, but I would also like to see more of her, so put her in both of those. Then we got Madeline. I've seen a few of her matches. She kind of works very smaller indies, so I'm going to say change promotions. I think she was in a better um, organization. I think she'd get more screen time. Everything I've seen of her has not been bad. I haven't really seen her put on a absolutely stinker of a match. I haven't seen a lot of her matches, so I'm not going to say that she has gold everywhere, but you never know. And then we got Micah, Mayaka, every single time. I just think I know it, and then when I go to say her name, my brain just dies. I think her future is kind of unclear. I don't really know what she necessarily pecking order of where she is in Stardom half the time. So I'll put her. I need to see more of her because I do really want to see more of her. Next up, we got our first champion to kind of look at the other one. I think May's going to have a solid championship run. I don't think it's going to be anything super, super, super crazy, but I guess we'll see. You never honestly know with that type of stuff because um, essentially she's just kind of like the mid card title holder, but you could still get a lot done with that. Move this down a little bit so Azium and Julia are up by themselves. Obviously, as I do that, we got Mayu here. Mayu obviously is technically a champion with the IWPG Women's Champion chip, and I think it's a solid championship. So she's already on a great run with that. I do wish to see her a champion somewhere else, but I don't think there's really that many opportunities. Maybe the strong champion, but I don't think you can get both of those. I don't know. I'm just going to put her in great championship run. I think it's kind of a cop out, but I think that's kind of where we need to put her right now. Mei Sugura, I like her a lot. I only think she's been working Choco Pro events right now. I would have to look at her cage match to really know. I do think that she should maybe change her promotion or at least get a couple extra gigs so more people can see what type of talented character worker she is. Mina just went to AEW. She needs to be a future champ. I think they should pull the trigger on her very, very soon as the AEW Women's Champion. I don't know if they will, but here's to hoping. And then we got Mio, one of my favorite wrestlers. I say that a lot on all these people. Um, she's kind of an interesting one because she kind of plays comedy, but she also has some really good talent. So changing promotions could definitely probably help her out. I don't really know the pecking order where she is in was it Sensei Girls, but she is a tag team champion over there, so maybe there'll be some more. But I'm gonna put her on the needs to see more. Need to see more for sure. Then we got Mio Shiride, which is Io Sky's sister, which would be awesome if they could have a match together this year. I don't think they will, but I definitely want to see more of her. She works kind of the smaller independents also. Then we got Murray. I believe Murray will be a champion this year. What championship? I don't know, but I believe she's going to capture a Marigold championship at some point. Then you got Mayu Yamashita. I think she's already the tag team champ, and I think she'll have, a continuous run with that. I think we need to see more of her. I think she could also benefit from working with some other promotions. I think she could definitely be a champion. I'm going to put her as a future champion. I think she would fit dethroning Mizuki at some point, but later on, towards the end of the year. Mizuki, I think, is going to have a good championship run. Put her there. Easy one there. Um, Momoka, I think is pretty solid in the skill levels. I think she's kind of like a freelance, independent type wrestler. So I think getting a solid promotion would definitely work out really well for her. And then we got Momo. She's phenomenal. She just had this great Stardom match where she had two matches in the night, and then I caught the match when she's in Russell Dynasty, which is a little bit of a spoiler depending on when this comes out. Or I might have already done a review on it by then. She's just solid. Like she's just a solid wrestler. I like what she does out there. I think she could definitely be a champion. I don't know necessarily in Stardom where she's at on the pecking order, or if it's just kind of like tag team and trios and stuff that she's kind of dealing with. But I want to see more, so I'll put her there. Shizuki, I really don't think she has a few like a a future planned out yet because she just currently lost a championship. So I think she's going to be unclear. I think Nat also fits under that because they just lost championships and obviously there's been no story or put to where they need to go. So we got Palm. She's in the perfect promotion for her. I want to see more of her. Easy peasy. Ram. Ram could fit a couple different things. I like to see her maybe get a serious title somewhere, even if it's just kind of a mid card title. I don't think that's necessarily in your cards because she is in so many promotions. But I do think a best way of putting it is maybe change promotions. Maybe like pick a solid promotion to stay in. Maybe just one or two, but one major one that we can see you on a regular basis. Riho, hopefully comes back from injury this year. Put her there. Then we got Rena. I want to see more of her. I haven't seen a ton of her matches, but she definitely is somebody who's interesting. Sari obviously just lost a championship run or just lost it, so her future is unclear. I think I want to see more of her also, and I think we could probably see some more of her. Saya, I think is going to have a solid championship run. Put her up there. Starlight Kid, I think is going to have a great championship run. I think that they're building her up. Stephanie Vercor technically fits under this. She was on this tier list anyways, even though she's now in the WWE. I believe she will be a champion this year, even if it's just a North American title. Um, Suzuki, I think she's gonna have a lot more opportunities this year. I'll put her in need to see more because I really do want to see more of her. So Yuri, I would not be surprised. We'll be hovering around the main event. seen. I'll put also on Seymour because I think it's hard to say, you know. Tam just recently lost the championship, so I think her future's unclear. She just had the career versus career match, so I think she's been super hot lately, but I have a feeling she's just kind of, they don't know exactly what to do with her right this second. Utami, I think, is going to have a great championship run and probably might even hold the championship the entire year. Victoria, I think, will have a pretty solid run. We'll put her in there. She's a current champion. And then Yuka, the magical girl, is my pick to definitely dethrone Mizuki at one point because they're best friends. They're the Sugar Rabbits, the Magic Sugar Rabbits. And it would be in some type of twist of fate that she turns on her or gets jealous. I don't know. It doesn't really fit right now because of their personalities, but it could technically work out throughout the year and could be something. So I think there could be stuff to say that she could dethrone Mizuki if they wanted to. But at the moment, I will just say that we need to see more. You has just been great. I think I'd say change promotions because I think she should be part of this like big three promotions. One of them, I think she'd get a lot of screen time and value from that. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Are we sleeping on anybody here, or we got a pretty solid list? And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.